Welcome back to Active Sports LAC News. You already know who it is. It's your host, Active, and you know we's getting down. That ticking timeline is coming to an end, man. It's coming to an end, man. We are getting out of the off season and we are approaching the new NBA season. We are starting to get to training camp. You know that we're starting media, press conference, media day. You know what I mean? We got Ty Lue, Lawrence Frank already making their debut to the podium, man, to the microphone to start discussing all of these rumors, all of these things that's been transpiring. We gonna get into it. You know who it is. It's Active. You gonna see it. That you gonna get a passionate reaction out of me all the time. It's your boy Active. LAC News first. We getting back to the Clipper content. Clipper hits. Active Maniacs. Active Clan. I'm back on this, man. This is breaking news, man. Had to tap in on it. You know this one wasn't gonna pass me by. And as you know, as Clipper Nation, we getting tired of it. We getting tired of it. It's as simple as that, bro. From the front office to Kawhi, all in one. This merry-go-round, man, these roller coasters, bro, is pissing the fan base off. And me, personally, I'm disgusted and sick with it. As a true Clipper fan who support the Clippers every way that I can, from the merch to pulling up to the games, to battling it out on these work floors, you feel me, with all Laker fans. Like, listen, Clipper fans is the most dedicated fan base in the basketball association, period. Period. What we got to go through in our own city, bro, the things we got to put up with, some fan bases don't know the half. But let me not digress. This is Active, man. And let's go ahead. Before I go forward, man, subscribe. Like. You will be entertained. You will enjoy what you're watching. And, hey, you will be informed and educated as we go along as well, man. We're going to give you a bundle deal over here, man. We're Active. Make sure you go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for me. Go ahead and hit the bell icon. Hit all on there for me. I appreciate that. That's all I'm active for. Let's get back to it. Let's get and dive in to the breaking news, man, of what's took place in the Clippers' first press conference entering into going to our new home, the Intuit Dome. Man, that sounds good, bro. I love to say it just like that. Going home into the Intuit Dome. Have our first press conference, man. We have our GM, Lawrence Frank, you know what I mean, addressing the fan base, the media, our beat writers, Law Murray, one of, our favorite journalists who, I keep up with a lot of the things and a lot of reports. When you hear Clipper content, you hear me speak on it, 9 times out of 10, it's either something, Law Murray printed up, or he, had an interview or delegated something to, give it, the best report possible to the fan base and keep us informed and, give us the insights on the things that's taking place where we not allowed to be. Now, shout out to Law Murray. Shout out to all of the journalists out there. If I can't mention all your names. We got plenty more content. I will mention you at some point. Now, we sit down with Lawrence Frank, man, and Lawrence Frank, he wanted to, address some things. And, as you know, with Active Sports, I don't like to just, speak my opinion without facts. So here, as I told you in my last episode, as promised, we had a little malfunction, monitor, whatnot, but we back on today. So, we're going to jump into this with Lawrence Frank. We're going to go ahead and break down, dissect a little bit of this press conference. Let Frank speak for himself. Then I'm going to jump back in and give you my true raw reaction, uncut reaction to what it is that I hear and what I disagree with. Let's go ahead. Bear with me. Shout out to Clipper Nation, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man, who has been sticking by me, commenting, man. To every commenter, subscriber, everybody that's staying tuned, that done told your friend to subscribe, or, all of the active maniacs, the Clipper Nation, man, the Tighten Up crew, you know what I mean? The boxing heads, I appreciate all of y'all, man. I can't do this without y'all, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to be the best that I can be at this, you know what I mean? I ain't taking it, for, no playing or nothing like that. We going hard, you know what I mean? We trying to get to it, bro. We trying to move up the rankings, you know what I mean? As you know it. You dig? So, without further ado, man, let me quit rambling. Let's get right into it, man. We got Frank right at the podium, man. Let's go ahead, Frank.
Call me, so I'll address it right now. Last week, just about Kawhi's status. So his right knee, the swelling has significantly gone down. It's almost gone. He wants to participate in everything in training camp, but we're gonna hold him back from drill work and really focus on strengthening, because the goal is to get him 100%. So
we're gonna pause it right there. Immediately, he gets right into it. Frank don't hold back nothing, you know what I mean? He come right to us and lay some real nasty news upon us that he caught me off guard. Because last time I seen this man during an interview, sitting down with the great Law Murray, our beat writer, man, for the Clippers, LA Clippers, man, he was livid. I mean, and adamant. He told us with a straight face. He told Clipper Nation with a straight face, you. And everybody else who would tune in, that it was no reason whatsoever for Team USA, also Grant Hill being the team director, by them coming together and saying, hey, after observing and seeing the runs that Kawhi put out during practice, they felt like it was in his best interest to go home and not risk further injury. Which, if you guys have been following, you dedicated active maniacs, active members, active clans, since the beginning, I supported Team USA decision to do that, based upon solely, if Kawhi is not 100%, don't put him on the floor. Simple as that. The history within itself is self-explanatory for us to go out of our ways to make sure that we prevent that from any accidental injuries from happening. But continue, Frank. I'm gonna continue further and get into it, but let him speak on it, because this is a new tune, and like I said, disgusting, not liking it. You told me just about a month and a half ago something totally different, Frank. Told you something different, Frank. You said he was healthy, Frank. Let's get it together, Frank. Because this ain't it.
You can have a great season, not just this year, but for many years. We'll have a detailed plan, step by step, kind of measure, just having objective measures to go from one phase to the next. But he's super determined, super excited, and can't wait to get started. So without further ado, questions? Okay, this was fun. Yeah, we're not going to have to do drill work. So we're just really going to focus on strengthening and loading. I think we learned some lessons. Just if you think about, he desperately wanted to come back and play in that Dallas series, and within a game and a half, the inflammation came where it wasn't manageable. So we don't want to put ourselves in that position. He's spent after the Olympics a lot of the season just with a lot of.
Okay, so it's out there. It's on the table now. Not being just overly dramatic and making it seem like it's doomsday. It's positive in what Lawrence Frank is speaking. I mean, they didn't say that he has re-injured anything. They didn't say that he wouldn't be ready for the season. They said that they're taking the precaution to not allow him to go in full participation in training camp and all of the drills, so that they can prevent the inflammation from coming back in the knees, in the knee, and we don't have a scenario going into the season that we ended our last season with. So I'm happy to know that he's not injured, but what I want to address, and that needs to be addressed, that I am totally pissed off at as a fan. What's up with the transparency, bruh? We don't need these roundaway ass answers telling us that you're gonna low manage Kawhi. If you low managing, we know his history. We dealt with this for fucking 5 years. We know that Kawhi has, you know, chronic knee injuries. We just know that this is something that he's been having even before coming with us. So there's no need to be sitting around here saying, oh, well, like you've been lying to us in the past, saying that Kawhi will be available if, he was able to, you know, we win a game or win a series, when you know that at this point in time, it's just best off to tell the fan base, hey, we're going to take this route, especially during the season. Now, listen, let me go ahead and clarify. During the playoffs, you don't show your hand. This is, you play poker. I understand. Keep your poker face on. You don't allow your opposition to have an upper hand on you. Okay, we know this. But outside of the playoffs, it's absolutely no reason why you guys should not be more transparent during the season and letting us know what is the approach with Kawhi throughout the season. You have season ticket holders. You have people that go to the games that only can go to the games for that one game throughout the year, and they're anticipating seeing Kawhi because they believe, by listening to our front office and trusting in our front office, that Kawhi will be healthy to get on the floor. And at times, our front office knows that that's not possible. So we don't want to be, listen, we don't want to make the fan base turn away behind something as small as just being transparent with something everybody already accepted. We already, as Clipper fans, know how things is pretty much out the water with Kawhi. Hey, I don't get paid the same amount of money that they do to do what they do, so I'm not gonna act like I do. But I know it's a way about going the way, publicly speaking about these things, representing the franchise. So I'm the fan perspective on this. This is why you tune in to Active Sports TV, to get the fan perspective on this. We tired of this shit, Frank. We tired. But great news, Clipper fans. Let's turn it on a good note. Kawhi is not, he's not, injured. They're taking precautions. This is just low management, bro. We already knew that Kawhi was not about to go full throttle during training camp in the preseason. That's just not going to have to go about. Even to start off the season, we know that we got all of these, reinforcements on the defensive end. All these young cats that's at the battle for these new roster spots and positions. We should be able to relieve a lot of the duties that Kawhi had to carry along the regular season, even with PG, it should be, beneficial in Kawhi's career long term. So I'm seeing the vision that they seeing. I just don't like being lied to, just like anybody. You don't. It just don't feel good, especially when you out here spending money and shit, and you're a long time supporter of the Clippers. You don't like it, but at the end of the day, we got to go ahead and take it for what it is. I mean, it's just that. You know what I mean? Um, Lawrence Frank, you got to be on your thing. You got to be on. You got to be on your on your stuff, champ. Like you got to make sure. You know what I mean? That you're not rubbing us the wrong way, because a lot of us, a lot of people was about to, campaign on you. You ain't had a great off season, bro. Let's just keep it all the way G. Let's keep it all the way real with you. This is active sports. Nobody, you know what I mean, is above criticism here, as you see. A true Clipper fan who gonna keep it raw and uncut, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna try to hold back on the profanity as much as possible, you know what I mean? Now I want to get this, yellow marked or nothing like that. But we're gonna keep it professional. But Frank, you gotta, this is not what we want to look forward to hearing a month after you telling us that they made a mistake. Either you made the mistake or they made the mistake. You just admitted that you made the mistake. Kawhi should have never, ever, ever went to the Olympics or attempted to play basketball for the Olympics in the condition of where he had any swelling or any inflammation in his knee whatsoever. That just shows that it's poor on our end. It's a poor look on our end. And as a fan of this organization, I want you guys to go ahead and fix that. It ain't no way we should be the laughing stock of this right here. Like this is getting out of hand. You know what I mean? This is getting out of hand. So I wanted to also, move past Lawrence Frank, because we got to talk about the up and coming season, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. Bear with me. Ty Lue. Let's get into it, man, with Ty Lue as he break down what's going to take place for the upcoming season. You know what I mean? I'm interested to hear, his response to the news Lawrence Frank just put out. You see his face going into this thing, man. It's like the same thing all over again, all over again. And I give Ty Lue a lot of criticism. I'm one of those fans that think that the rotations is sometimes out of whack. The favoritism is out of control. I give you guys more of my opinion on this, but Ty Lue is a great coach, and I do agree with the organization extending him. I just feel that with Kawhi not being there for him, man, you know what I mean. It's too much at times for Ty Lue, to just deal with this media all the time, having to answer these questions the 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 politically correct way. You know what I mean? Knowing that, your season is pretty much in the air. So it's like, you know what I mean? I get it, I understand. But this year, he has to find a way to build around what he already know, and, keep him afloat and healthy to where we can get the job done, bro. I feel like we should have 2 championships by now. It's quite disgusting You know what I mean? For us to be one of the most winning franchises of the last decade, but not to win a championship. So to have winning seasons consecutively means nothing without any hardware. And I know Ty Lue tired of it. His face say he tired of it. Um, I want to hear what he got to say. I'm gonna stop talking. Go ahead and get it, Ty Lue.
The camp really set the tone for our season. I thought, having a hard training camp and being able to set the tone early was really good for us. I thought we got a lot of learning, a lot of conditioning, and that's going to be our main focus: is having a hard camp, getting in shape, but make sure we're executing on both sides of the basketball.
With Kawhi dealing with the knee stuff, progressive, but not there yet. I guess do you have kind of like a game plan for how you want to work him into some of these practices over time?
No, we just got to, just go step by step and just make sure he's checking all the boxes. And the medical staff is going to tell us when he's ready to do everything and what he can do. So our focus is just the guys are practicing. We got to make sure we're doing it hard, we're doing it the right way, and no shortcuts. And so that's got to be our mentality. Like every night we got to come out and play hard, compete at a high level, and no shortcuts. And so that's got to be our main focus.
Sorry, obviously losing PG is a big deal offensively, defensively. Um, but with James and Kawhi, when Kawhi's on the floor, like, do you feel that it can, I guess, in a way, streamline things offensively, where it's two guys who are the main offensive hubs, as opposed to trying to get a third guy to also be one, and kind of getting everyone else to fit in around that? Can this streamline the process?
I mean, that's the idea. I mean, when you lose a player of PG's caliber, it's always tough to try to replace, someone that kind of player. We understand it on both sides of the basketball. But with that being said, like, now, James and Kawhi, like I said, our focus as far as offensively, of course, Norm, but post Zoo a little bit more. And then everybody else has got to fit in around, to make sure that we have the right spacing, we got the right guys with the ball in their hands making the right plays. And so that's got to be our main focus now.
What additional responsibilities do you expect James will have in Archer's included?
More pick and rolls.
So on that note, man, we're gonna go ahead and end that there, bro. And I'm gonna give you more so of my opinion on all of this. So give me one moment. Give me one moment. Let's go ahead and tap in, change the scenery a little bit. Let's get it. So as you heard, Ty Lue, expectations for going into this up and coming season. He's looking for everybody to put their boots definitely to the pavement, man, and go hard. Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard. I'm anticipating a lot of battles in training camp, preseason. It's a lot of jobs available, man. Starting the starting positions, a few positions that these players like Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, Kevin Porter Jr. These guys is gonna be trying to battle it out for, man, to see who gets that starting PG spot, who gets that starting shooting guard spot, and don't also don't cut it short. I mean, the forward position is also available. You got Jordan Miller, you got Kobe Brown, you got also Amir Coffey. That is going to probably have to really step up big. I mean, big, 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 big. Because at this point in time, Amir Coffey, you're a vet. If you're around, you got to contribute. And I want you to have one of those seasons as you had, and I believe in 2021, 2022, or if not 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023. The season where, PG and Kawhi both was down. Uh, Amir was one of our best offensive weapons. I believe averaging like close to 21 points that season. So if he can go ahead and turn back the clock to that season and contribute in Kawhi's absence, and then us low managing him obviously during the games that maybe not that important, or the back to backs, or however it goes, man, or just in general whenever flare ups and occur with Kawhi, we need the whole team to buy in, be on conjoined, and on have the best chemistry You know what I mean? And don't take it. At the end of the day, we got to get up out of here, bro. Y'all have a good night. And till next time, active. We out of here. Y'all have a good one, y'all. Peace.